Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to part 5 awesome Barber booking app series where we are developing the complete app from scratch with admin panel. On this series, we'll cover setting up Firebase as a backend, user authentication, appointment scheduling, Barber profile creation. So do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this series. Now let's get started. In our last part, we have made the complete backend for the sign up page. I have also shown you how to authenticate in the app by using the sign up page. So today, first we are going to add the backend for the signing page. The process will be completely same that we have added for the sign up page. All things will remain same. Just we need to add some of the more function, or you can say we can change some of the function in the login function that will create in the signing page. So we'll move to the login.dart file, and here I am going to copy some of the code from the signup.dart file. As I have told you now, the code will be remain same. We just need to add some function in the user login function. So I'll copy the string from here and will paste it in the login page. So let's move to the login page by clicking to this signing text, and here you can see that we need a Gmail and password. So we don't need a name string here to store the name, and we need a to text editing controller to handle the text that the user will enter on this to text field. So we'll copy this email and the password controller, I mean the text editing controller, and we'll paste it in the login page. So here it is done. Now we'll again use a global key here because I want to check that if the user have entered all the respective text field or not. So if they have missed any of the text field, then the app can show that the user have missed that field and they need to enter that field to sign in the app. So here I have wrote a global key which is help us to check the validation in each text field. So we'll move to the respective text field and we'll write text form field. Now in the controller I will write the email controller so that the user can so that we can handle the text that the user will enter on this text field, and we'll again write the same text form field and the controller and password controller. So here it is done. Now we need to go to the column and we'll wrap up with a form widget. So I will write form and will pass the key and the form key, which is our global key. Now we need to pass the validation in each text form field that we have just done in the sign up page, I mean in the last video. So if you haven't watched the last video, then I will recommend you to please watch that part because it will help you to know more about the sign up page, and then we can move with a login page. So here I will copy the validator case for the not for the name, for the email, and we'll move to the login page and we'll paste it here, and we'll do same for the password. So we'll copy the validation from here and we'll paste it here. Now let's move and we'll create our main function for the login page, which is user login, and I will write async. So we'll again use our try catch because for an example, if the user have entered the wrong email ID and the user didn't use that email ID to sign up in the app and he trying to use the new email ID to log in, then we can show that the user email has been not found. So by this method, we can get the correct authentication. And for an example, if the user have entered the email and they have entered the wrong password, so through the try catch, we can check the password and can pass that the text that the password that the user have provided is wrong. So here in the try catch, first I will write await. Now we'll use a Firebase auth package that we have added in the perspecaml file. We'll write dot instance and we'll use a function name sign in with email and password. And here I'm going to use the sorry, it is mail. Yeah. So null check. Yeah, it's done. Now once the user have signed in, we can directly push the user to the home page. So we'll use a navigator dot push method and I will write material page root. Now I will write context and will push the user to the home page. So I will call the home page here. Now as I've told you that we'll also check the user have entered the wrong password or the user have entered the email ID which he didn't used before, then we can pass the respective case. So I will write Firebase auth exception and here I will write catch so that we can catch the respective error. So I will write scaffold messenger dot of context dot so snack bar. Basically, as I have explained you, snack bar is something.
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
No, you don't need to catch it. Please leave. Now let's move ahead, and as I have told you in the last video, there is a snack bar at the bottom of the app which tells the message that the user have entered the wrong email or the password. So through the snack bar we can show the respective toast message. Now in the content I will write text and I will write no user found for that email. For that email. Now we'll also pass the font size with, so we need to use style. We can't pass the font like this. Style font size 18.0, color equals to color star black. Yep, so here it is done. Now we need a semicolon here. So we need to check the respective case, so I have forgot to add the main condition. So if e.code is equals to, we'll check that user not found, then we'll pass the message or the toast message. So here it is done. Now we'll pass a else if case and we'll again check that the user have entered the wrong password. So I will write wrong password. Yes. Now we'll copy the scaffold messenger and we'll paste it here and we'll change the text message to wrong password provided by user. So I will write wrong password provided by user. Yeah, so here it is done. We have passed the two case where we can catch the error, and through this function the user can sign in and can directly move to the home page of the app. So here you can see that by adding a just 3 lines we have made a complete user login function, and it is very easy to add this function. Now we have forgot to add the semicolon here. Yeah, here it is done. Now let's move to the signing button and we'll call this function. So here we'll move to the signing button and we'll first check the validation. So I will write if form key dot current state dot validate dot set state, and we'll write mail, sorry, email controller dot text. You already know the use of the set state over here. And if you have watched the last part, then you already know that. Now we'll call the user login function. So in the form key, we'll check the validation and then we'll rename the string. Then we'll call the user login function to log in the app. So here we have wrote the complete backend or the code for the login page. Now let's hot restart the app. Now one thing I am going to do that first I am going to create a account, then we'll use that same account to log in the app, and through this method we can check both sign up and signing page. So first I'm going to write my name, so I will write Shivam Gupta. Now I will use some random email ID. Now I will use the same password. Now I click to the sign up button, and as you can see we can register successfully. So our sign up page is working brilliantly. Now let's hot restart the app again and we'll move to the signing page, and I will use the same account shivam342@gmail.com, the password 342. Yeah, now I'll click to the signing button. Taking so much time to log in the app. So let's do one thing. Let's again use the different account. So I am writing, going to write the random name. Yeah, now let's hot restart. Let's move to the signing page. Shivam 456@gmail.com and the password. Now click to the signing button. I had done a big mistake over here. Basically, we have added the function in the sign up but text over here. Sorry. Sometime we also make a big mistake. That's I'm thinking why the signing page is not working, because everything we have added is correct, but sometimes it happens. But no worries, let's move on. Now yeah, so if I'll click to the signing button again, so here you can see that we can successfully authenticate in the home page, and our signing page is also working brilliantly, and our email authentication part is done. Now I want that when the user is signed up in the app or they create a new account to register in the app, the data, I mean the name and the picture of that user will directly upload to the Firebase Firestore. The reason for uploading the data to the Firestore database is because I can use that data to show that in the admin panel that which user have booked the respective service and at the what time and date, and will also save the data in the shared preference because by using the shared preference we can frequently call the data in the home page. We don't need to call each time the data from the server, so it is very easy to handle the case by using the shared preference. So first we are going to upload the data to the Firestore database. Now let's move and we'll move to the leaf folder and we'll create a new folder named services here, and in this folder we will write all the code related to the backend. So here I will create a new file in the services folder which will be database.dart, and here I will first create the class name database methods. So I will write database methods. Yeah. Now I will write future add user detail. So as I've told you before, we'll call this add user detail function when the user will sign up in the app for the first time, and we can upload that user data to the Firestore database. Now here we are going to use the map string dynamic because the map string dynamic will help us to first write the string, I mean the name, and through the dynamic method we can upload anything like string, ID, I mean the number, integers or the link. So it will be the complete dynamic method, and in the string we can pass the user image, name, his respective ID or any of the information if you develop the other apps. Now we'll give the map name user info map, not indo, info map. Now we'll pass the string ID. The reason for using ID is because I used to provide the respective ID to the each collection, I mean the document that will upload to the collection. Now don't get confused in the collection and the document because let me upload the first user detail to the Firestore database, then you will get to know more about the user collection and the document that I am just talking now. So we'll write async and we'll pass the return await. Now I will write Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection, and will give the collection name users, and through the doc id will pass the respective id of that user detail, and through the set method will upload the user detail to that respective collection and will pass the map. So here we have wrote a function name add user detail to upload the details to the Firestore database. Now let's move to the sign up page. Now where we are pushing the user to the home page, just be above this snack bar we will first create the map. So here I will show you how to create a map, and will name the map user info map. Now here, as I have told you, there will be a string. So as you can see that I have used a double inverted comma, so it indicates a string, and will write the name. And here in the sign up page, as I have told you, so let me show you the sign up page. I think so now I can't because we are writing the code, but do not need to worry. As I've told you, the name controller will keep the text that the user will enter in the name text field. So we'll pass a name controller, and to get the text in the text field, we'll write dot text, and here we'll upload the name. And now let's upload the email. So I will write email and will pass email controller dot text. Now for the ID, I need to create a random ID here because I don't want to match one ID with a other user ID. It should be unique when we are uploading the data to the Firestore database. So for that we need to add the package name random string, which will help us to add the random string. Now here I will write a random string package name. Now we'll again copy the package version and we'll paste it here. Yeah, it's done. Now I will write string ID. So I'm creating the random string. The string length will be 10. So here I will write ID and I will write the ID. So here you can see that I have uploaded the name, email, ID. Now one more thing left is the image of the user. So in the image I am going to use the random image for uploading the image of the user, and once the user have created the account, they can change the image from their profile page. So do not need to worry if the user uploading the the app uploading the random image to the Firestore database, then we can also change the image from the profile page and will give the access to the user to pick the image from the phone gallery. So as you can see that I have added the link of the image. This is a random image. So if you want, you can see this, the random image we are going to upload. Now let's call the database methods where we have wrote the function name add user detail, and here we'll pass the random ID. So I want that this function to be called. First upload the data to the Firestore, then show the snack bar, then push the user to the home page. So for that I will tell the app to wait until this function is called completely by using the await method. So I think so you are finding it very easy because I'm trying to make the complete code beginner friendly. So each and every code I am writing here, I am explaining in best way as possible so that you can get the each function that I am using in the VS Code. Because if you want to make any customized app in your way, then you can also develop the app and can add some more app to your app bucket list. Now we have wrote a function to upload the data to the Firestore database. Now let's check and let's move to the sign up page and we'll create one more account. So let's pass the random name email ID and the password. Now I'll click to the sign up button here again. So here you can see that we have registered successfully. So now let's book and we'll check it in the Firebase. So here you can see the users collection that I was talking about, and here you can see the random unique ID, and here I have used this email to just now to sign up in the app, and you can see that, and the ID that we have just used here, you can see the same ID and the image and the name that I have just wrote in the sign up page. So it is working brilliantly, and we can successfully upload as much user data to the Firestore database. So today you have learned how to upload the data to the Firestore database. Also, you got to know lot more things about email authentication. So till now, if you haven't hit that like button, then please, for this video, please do not forget to hit that like button down below, because first of all it is totally free and it will give us some more support to bring more videos on this channel. Also hit that subscribe button too. Now let's move, and we'll create a shared preference so that we can save the data locally and we can use that data in the app. So in the services folder, I will create a new file name shared pref dot and will again create a class name shared preference. I am again saying the spelling can be wrong, so please do not mind. Yeah, so static string. Now first we are going to save the user ID, so I will write user ID key equals to, and we'll write user key. Then we are going to save the user name, so user name key, and we'll write name. Now email, so I will write email key and email. Yeah, then the ID, so static string, not stream, string user, sorry, we have already saved the ID. Yeah, so I will write image key. Yeah, we'll save the image. So user image, yeah. So we are going to save the ID, name, email and the image locally. So to save the image, we need to create each function. So future bool save user ID, and we'll pass the string get user ID so that we can get the user ID. Then async, now shared. Oh, we need to also add a package name shared preference. So let's move to the pub dev again, and we'll write a package name shared preferences. Now shared preferences, yes, installing. We'll copy the package and we'll move to the pub.yml file and we'll paste it here. Yes. Now run the package. Now let's move to the shared pref. Shared preferences, yes, dot, not dot, pref equals to await. We'll await until this function is called dot get instance, and we'll get the string. Then we'll return pref dot set string, and the user ID key where we have put the string and the value. So here we'll save the user ID by calling the save user ID function. So let's create some more function for the name, email and the image. Yeah, so we have wrote all the function to save the name, email, image and the ID. Now we need to also get the string that we have saved on the respective ID. So let's move and we'll create a function to get the string that we have saved in the respective ID. So now shared preferences and we'll copy this function and we'll paste it here and we'll return pref dot get string. So first, before we have used our set string to set the string or save the string, and now we need to get the string. So we'll use a get string function name and we'll write user ID key. So let me create the function for the name, email and the image. Yeah, so here it is done when and we have wrote all the function to save and to get the data from the shared preference. Now let's save the data from the signup.dart page and here I will write await shared preferences helper dot save user name and we'll pass a name controller dot text. Same for the email. So you can see that it is very easy to save the data locally. We just need to write a function and call that function. I will show you when I will add the backend for the home page to how to get the data from the shared preferences. Controller dot text and await shared preference helper dot save user image, and in the image we are going to call that http link again. So let's save the ID to save user ID and we'll pass the ID. Yeah, so here it is done. We have saved all the data locally. So this is it from this video. On our next video, I will show you how to use the shared preference and get the data locally from the Flutter app and show them in the home page. Then we'll add the complete backend for the booking page where we'll allow the user to select the time and date and directly book the service, and will show that service detail in the Firestore database, and that service detail will then show to the admin panel, I mean to the admin, so that he can see which user have booked what details, I mean what service. So today you have learned lots of things regarding the Flutter and Firebase, and also learn about Firebase authentication. And I have also teached you how to save the data locally. So if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, then please, it's a small request from my side, because we are working really hard to provide you the best app and make it completely beginner friendly. So show some support by hitting that like and subscribe button. It is completely free. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.